SoundCloud. There we go. We're recording, you guys. So welcome to tonight's team call. It is 7:02 on April 14th, 2020. And more than ever, I am so freaking nervous and excited to chat to every single one of you that I'm literally shaking, and I'm obsessed with my Fitbit right now, and I'm trying to track my heart rate to see if my heart rate's going up. Shockingly, it's not, which is a good thing. So I'm going to channel these nerves to being really excited to talk to you guys. And there's just so many different aspects to chat about tonight that I hope you guys are able to take away a few key points. And kind of what I really want to have the bigger picture of all of this is understanding that you matter right now and your goals matter. And there are so many things that are happening right now in the world that what we can do right now is control the controllable. And guess what? You are number one at controlling the controllable, and you are in control of yourself. So give me 1 second. I need to close my window. You know when you get nervous and then kind of sweaty? That's how I am right now, but it's still -40 in Regina, so we can't figure out temperatures. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to dive in. I want you guys to drop in the chat right now if you have ever been extremely nervous about a goal or doubted yourself from a goal that you just didn't take action. Or if you're on the screen, just raise your hand. I see lots of yeses, lots of yeps. Yep, everyone has probably once or twice doubted themselves towards a goal. So guess what? You're among friends, and probably you're among 99 of them, and probably 100, but there's probably one person who just thinks that their shit don't stink. I apologize if there's kids on the call. I will swear. That's my forewarning. If you know me, it just comes out anyways. So I was putting together tonight's call and trying to figure out what would bring the most value to you guys. And we were lucky enough. I mean, Morgan is our own queen here, and she is my grandma coach. She's some of your coaches, your personally sponsored coaches. And if you guys haven't listened to yesterday's National Wake Up Call, and if you haven't listened to the last probably 5 National Wake Up Calls, that's your number one priority starting tonight after this call, is to start there. Because there has been so much value and pure gold that has been coming from those calls. Reminder, it's time for me to speak on the team call. It's about 5 minutes late. But there has been so much gold on the National Wake Up Calls recently that any training that you need has been there. And for me, my strength isn't to tell you how to send an invite. It's not to tell you how to get to Emerald. Because guess what, you guys? Emerald, you need 2 coaches. Diamond, you need 12. I just solved your goals. That's how you get to Diamond. That's how you get to Emerald, is simply by helping coaches get started, helping people get started. But what I am really good at is pouring belief into others and helping you unpack the story and the thing that's holding you back. So that's kind of what I want to share with you guys tonight is, how can we take what we already know from those incredible calls, from our goal that we have, and how can we unpack all of that and then really accomplish some incredible things? So I'm gonna write down some notes I have some notes for you guys. So we're all kind of in this weird quarantine moment right now. We all have more people around us than I think we ever have. Or for some of us, we're extremely isolated more than we ever have been. And now more than ever, it is important that you surround yourself with the right 5 people. I have always said since being a coach and I have always heard that the 5 people you surround yourself with dictates your life. And right now, you might be surrounded by 4 kids. You might be surrounded by your family, and 5 of them are your cousins and your sisters and your brothers and whoever that is, and they might not see this big dream version of yourself that you see for yourself. So it might be hard to pump yourself up. It might be hard to really believe in that future self that you have inside of you. So what can we do about that? How can we shift that? In these moments, you need to make sure that you stay laser focused with 5 people who are going to push you further. So that means that you are unfollowing or unplugging from your family, or you are unplugging from people who are kind of holding you back. And for me, that was making sure I wasn't on the news. Guess what? If anything is going to change in the news, guaranteed your mom or your dad or 5 of your friends are going to call you. For now, we're supposed to stay in our houses and be safe and wash your hands. That's what we're supposed to do right now. So while we do that, let's build our businesses and let's surround ourselves with people who are going to push us to become the best version of ourselves. That means diving into the people that are like Trent Shelton, like Rachel Hollis, like Brendan Burchard, like Gabby Bernstein, these people who are using all of their incredible knowledge and power to provide so many incredible free resources to elevate the rest of us. So surround yourself with people who are going to elevate you to that next version of yourself. So that's kind of like my first little tidbit. And any of those things that you learn, any of those the little shareable content that you have, a quote that maybe helped you throughout your day, a little tidbit from your personal development that Morgan touched on. I remember messages from Morgan walking down the gravel road. She had her phone. It was on Snapchat 90% of the time. And I listened to her takeaway from that personal development. Why are you guys not sharing that? That's incredible content that you can share tomorrow morning. Is after your morning routine, share what you just learned, you guys. So I think that's something super special to really dive into, because the life that you want in the future is dependent on what you guys do today and tomorrow. It's not dependent on what happened a week ago. It's not dependent on 5 months ago. It's not dependent on what happened to you when you were 7. It's dependent on what you do today moving forward. And once again, we control that. We control the controllable. So let's move forward. And I want you guys to think of this, and we can raise our hands again. But do you guys ever go to bed and you're like, you know what? Tomorrow's going to be the day. Tomorrow's going to be the day that I become an Emerald coach. Tomorrow's going to be the day that I become a Diamond coach. And all of those things that you're like, I'm going to hit Success Club tomorrow, right? And then your feet hit the floor. I see you're all smiling. You're like, yeah. I've said that before. Your feet hit the floor, and you go to brush your teeth, and you're walking down your morning routine, and then you grab your phone, and then you go to Instagram that you're making your Energize before your PD and your morning routine, and then you're like, I'm gonna check that DM I got. Oh, I'm gonna check somebody's story. What's Kim Fitzpatrick doing right now? What's AMQ doing right now? Oh, did somebody email me? Oh, I have 18 notifications on Facebook right now. I should probably just go check them, but it's not going to worry. I'll do that quick, and then I'll go into my morning routine. Now more than ever, when you are scrolling or checking those notifications, you are losing more and more motivation. You are literally depleting all of that motivation you had when your feet hit the floor and you're like, today's the day. Today's the day I become that Diamond coach. And because you saw Karen in your DMs be like, oh, that's too expensive, you allowed to see that and view that before you took care of yourself, before you took care of your goals. And your goals start with your morning routine. Your goals start with you being a product of the product. So now more than ever, you have to be intentional with every single swipe. Is this swipe and scroll on your phone moving your business forward, or is it depleting it? And that's something that we have to be so careful of in this moment of moving forward. And I was looking through some notes, and I found a quote, and it was like, now more than ever, we have to actively strive for who we want to be now. And this was like from a book that I had written like 2 years ago. Like, it was notes from 2 years ago. It's like, now more than ever, you have to actively strive to be who you want to be. And I was like, dang, that is so true in this moment. That is so true in this moment where we can't control things, that we need to make sure that we are not scrolling through negativity, and that that person, whether it is the emerald push that you are going to celebrate with us on Saturday and show up to Super Weekend as a brand new emerald coach, or you have that goal of becoming that diamond coach, it's now more than ever that you have to be in control of that. So this morning, when I asked you guys earlier in this call, I asked you if you've ever been nervous or scared or had that fear. And I was feeling that heaviness recently. I was feeling that toughness. I'm in a slump. Like I should be further ahead than I am right now. So I went to my journal first thing this morning, and I wrote out, who am I going to be in 2027? Not the girl that I am today, but who is the woman that I'm going to be in 2027? What characteristics does she have? What did she accomplish? How does she carry herself? What are her personality traits? How does she show up every single day? So I want you guys, for a second, on your pieces of paper or on your phone, wherever you're doing it, I want you to take a moment, and I want you guys to really think. I don't want you to think of that emerald goal that you're supposed to hit on Saturday. I don't want you to think of Success Club or all the BS stories of why you can't achieve any goal. I don't want that. I want you right now in this moment. If everything turned out far better than you ever thought possible, who is that woman or man that you're going to be in 2027? And I just want you guys to take like a minute here, and I just want you to jot down some characteristics on your piece of paper. Go ahead. What's she like? What's her house look like? How does she act? How does she show up on social media? What does her business look like? What fears does she no longer have? Who does she help? So now that you've jotted down a few things, and you guys can go back to that later today or tomorrow morning, I want you to know right now, those things that you just jotted down, she's already you. All those things that you just wrote down, that's already inside of you. All you have to do is start showing up as her today. Start showing up as her now. Why are you waiting 7 years down the road to magically become her? You need to start acting like her now. And I think that's something very important when we think of this emerald goal that we all have for Saturday. How would Brittany 7 years down the road handle this emerald goal? How would the Amber show up 7 years from now? How would the Steph show up 7 years from now? What's the Grace? How is she going to do that? How is she going to continue to show up? And with that being said, and knowing that you already have it inside of you, what I really want you guys to think of is, I want you guys, we have these big goals that are coming up for Saturday and for April 30th and May 21st, I want you to toss in the chat what your goal is, whether it's emerald or diamond or 2-star or 5-star or 15-star, whatever your goal is. I want you to toss it in the chat right now. Now, as that's flooding through, I want you guys to raise your hand if you're kind of sort of scared of that goal. If you're kind of sort of scared of like, holy crap, I just told the team I want to be a 2-star diamond. Here's the thing, you guys. Diamond, emerald, 2-star, 15-star, whatever your goal is, somebody has done it before you. If you want to be a 1-star diamond coach, guess what? That's sponsoring 24 coaches. If you want to be a diamond coach, that's sponsoring 12 coaches. If you want to be an emerald coach, that's signing up 2 coaches. We're not scared of the actual goal because I just broke down the goal for you. We're scared of being inadequate of that next version of the person that we're supposed to be. We're nervous of who that next level is. And for those of you who have gone through physical transformations, or you had people in your challenge groups who are nervous to finally dive into their nutrition, right? They've rocked the workout stuff, but they're just not committing to the nutrition part. The reason why is they're scared because they don't know who that person is going to be when that transformation comes out. And that's nerve-wracking for people. And who are you going to be when you become that 2-star diamond coach? So what we need to understand is, what do we need to do to peel back that goal and those fears? Well, if your goal is emerald, once again, that's 2 coaches that we have to sign up. So we know that we need to invite somebody. Okay, well, we usually know that like when we invite one person, unless it's our mom, there's probably a high chance that they're not going to sign up on the first yes. So to get 2 people, I'm going to average at about 50 invites. And like, let's break that down again. 10 invites in 5 days. That's not so scary. Okay, but what if somebody says yes? Then what do we do? Because most of you guys are actually sending out the invites. Most of you guys are actually reaching out to the people, but it's the next step. Okay, what if somebody says yes? Well, you ask them what kind of Shakeology they want. You send them the share cart. They purchase it. Awesome. Now what? Well, you hook them up into the new coach training that we have. And you pour them into the Limitless Group, Success Clubbers, whatever team page it is, and you help them get started. Guys, that's coaching. And every time that you want to get to that next level, whether it's emerald or diamond or 2-star, it's going to take another version of you, another level of you to rise up to that. So I think it's really important to understand when we're setting goals, first and foremost, the woman that you're going to be and the end game of all of this, girl, she can already do all of that. You just got to believe in her. Borrow confidence from 2027 you. Borrow confidence from that woman that you guys just wrote down. And then start peeling back the onion. It's not the goal that you're scared of. It's the next step that you're scared of. And when we realize what that next step is, whether it's the invite or, oh my gosh, I don't have a welcome email, or I don't know where to put them, guess what? Put them in Success Clubbers or in the team page of your sponsor coach. Don't have a welcome email? Ask your sponsor coach what welcome email you should send them. When you pick apart and realize those little pieces that are missing in your business, as soon as you have them in place, you're going to be able to blow this business out of the water because you already have it there. So I think it's really important for you guys to understand your goal, find out what you're kind of nervous of, and then go research it. Okay, I need to make a welcome email. Here's how I do it. Boom, we have it in place. Now you can invite people and you're going to feel more confident inviting people to the business. There's so many incredible things that I really want to touch on with you guys. But now more than ever, I think it's incredibly important for you to protect your mindset and your heart set and be your biggest cheerleader. We have all of the trainings in the book, right? We are a part of one of the most, I think, the successful team in all of Beachbody, right? Bombshell Dynasty. Lindsay Matway is our head honcho. Any goal that you want to accomplish in this business, she's done it. We just have to follow the path. But in a time like right now, when there's tons of uncertainty, we need to make sure we can control the controllable. And anytime I have gone through, I was thinking about this while I was getting ready for the call, is anytime I have gone through whatever hardship it has been for me, I set a goal. Because when life was uncontrollable, I knew I could control something. And that was that goal of emerald or diamond or 2-star or 5-star. And it allowed me to focus on something that I could really pour into in this moment. And I think the biggest thing, you guys, is understanding you are beyond capable of achieving your emerald goal or your diamond goal. Beyond capable. We just need to make sure that we're surrounding ourselves with more people who believe in us rather than the Karens who don't. We need to take those time to understand what we need to do to achieve that. If you don't understand how to achieve diamond, go watch videos on how to achieve diamond, learn from a video, and then go take action and understand how you're showing up as that leader. And I think that's something that we really need to do, is focus on and really surround ourselves in this community now more than ever. Lean into that person that you're supposed to be. So I know, I apologize. I was super scattered. I 100% apologize. But I think right now, the world's kind of scattered. I think now everything is kind of up in the air. But what I know for certain is you're in control of yourself. You're in control of how you show up. You're in control of going and listening to Morgan's National Wake Up Call. You're in control of the invites you send right now. You're in control of the people that you surround yourself with. And you need to be the light more than ever for yourself and for the team and for your future teammates. And if your light is a little dull, guess what? You have 100 people on this call who will help you bring that light up. And you got about 300 other people who are trying to get on this call. We have a community right now that wants you to succeed. Anytime that you are feeling doubt, anytime that you are feeling scared, I want you to lean into your vital behaviors, because anytime life has been uncertain, those vital behaviors have really elevated not only my personal life and allowing me to believe in myself again. Like anytime I felt doubt, I called Jen and Jen's like, hey, let's hop on a power hour. And then we sent out 5 invites and then boom, we were rocking and rolling, right? Lean into that stuff. Lean into your community, lean into your teammates, but also be the light. Don't be the person that's always trying to get energy from everybody else. You need to make sure that you're filling your cup before you can ask other people as well. So to kind of sum this all up for you guys is surround yourself with the 5 people who are going to get you closer to your goals. Get rid of the Karens on your social media. Get rid of the Karens that are in your home, right? Like, just be kind and just say, you know what? Like, I really don't want to talk about this now. I need to, like, pretend you're getting a call, right? Be like, oh, sorry, Jen's calling me right now. I got to go, right? Just pretend, get in your own room, go for a walk, do what you got to do. Avoid the Karens in your family, because families tend to have Karens. So surround yourself with 5 people who are going to lift you up. Peel back the onion of your goal. It's not the goal that you're scared of. It's that next level of yourself. And as soon as you identify what that next version of yourself is that you're kind of scared shitless of, as soon as you identify that, boom, there's 100 YouTube videos on how to do that, on how to like totally conquer that. Go and watch those. Boom, you are your next version of yourself and you are off to the races. The next thing, lean in and also be the light for the team and be the light for the people who are following you. Every single person on this call has more than one person that follows them on Facebook, and there is more than one person that is a friend of theirs on Facebook and Instagram. You are a role model for that one person. Even if they've said no, even if they watch their stories and say, I don't want to be sold to and I'm just not into what you do, guess what? They're watching you because you are a positive light in their life. Trust me, I've been the Beachbody hater and I've said no to everybody. You are being a light and a role model for these people. So shine bright, share the tools and the tips and the resources that you have. The next thing, protect your mindset. Don't you dare start scrolling and reading those DMs and answering those emails before you have your time. Nobody gets you before you. So make sure that you get your personal development done. Make sure that you've listened to a podcast and you are your biggest cheerleader before you slide into your DMs, right? Have your heart, have your workout, have everything, your mindset, your heart set, your soul set on fire before you go and talk to other people. And the last thing I put is your goals right now, fight for them. They're going to make an impact for your future. So right now you have the decision to make to either lean back or create the legacy that you've always desired. You get to decide in this moment of that legacy that you're going to be living 7 years from now. And guess what? It might only take just those 5 invites every single day. It might just take you pouring in and completing that workout program that can completely change your life. And with that excitement, it's going to change somebody else's life. So right now, pour into yourself, pour into others, be the light, surround yourself with incredible people, believe in yourself, and really take time to understand that person that you want to be 7 years from now, and then go and borrow a little bit of confidence from her. So I love you guys. If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat or unmute yourself. I don't know if I can unmute you guys. But maybe because I've muted you guys all, who knows? But you guys are so welcome. I'll probably just go live in the Success Clubbers thing and say something that feels a little bit easier. But as in my thoughts have been everywhere, you guys. It's hilarious. You guys are so welcome. I love you all. And go crush it. Every single one of you, the 96 of you who are on here, go add 2 coaches to your team so we can party on Saturday night. Go impact somebody's life. Go help 2 people get started in their health and fitness right now, and really share the light, be the light, and you guys are incredible. So love you guys. Have an awesome night. I will close down this Zoom and then we will pop on our Diamond chat. Okay. Bye guys.